Okay, let's go. This is Kai Ashley of the Vibrant Success Club, and I am super excited to be here to talk to you about my fitness journey and what I was trapped in and how I had my breakthrough and how you can have a breakthrough of your own. Now, this is for you if you're a leader ready to step up. This is for you if you're ready to have your own breakthrough and finally follow through with what you intend to do. And I'm going to share how you can make a powerful decision that sticks. So if you've just come on the line, hi everyone. Please say hi. You know, like what I love most is community and tribe. So let us know that you're here and let's all connect. Right, I've got a spot on my phone. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so if you have any questions as we go, please pop them in and just pop them in as we go. So here's what happened to me. How do I say this? Basically, I got really fucking fat. Oh gosh, it was like being trapped in a nightmare. I mean, like it really, really, really was. And like, I understand the whole thing about, like embracing who you are and this body love thing. I totally get it. But for me, it wasn't body love. For me, it was complete fucking neglect. And I didn't know it. I didn't know that that's what it was, but I was neglecting myself. I was running myself into the ground. And it was because of my attitude. It was because of my childhood. It was because of the deep trauma that I had in my body. It was because of the beliefs that I was holding on to. And you know what? I'm not even kidding. Truly, this was one of the greatest blessings that ever happened to me. So how do I do a long story short? Basically, when I moved to England for the second time in my adult life, I just, or maybe it's the perfect word, I just let myself go. I thought, well, it's too cold here. Like getting out of bed was too hard. Exercising was too hard. Even though in my life, I've been one of the fittest people. I've been like a climber and a runner. I've just done so much fitness, exercise stuff in my life, and I love to push myself when I do. So then to go through that other extreme where I can't even bring myself to get fucking dressed properly. I couldn't even bring myself to exercise. It was all coming from this deep place of stuckness, which was a wounding from my childhood, you see. So what I did was I spent a lot of time healing myself. I spent a lot of time, finding ways to accept myself, to love myself, but accepting wasn't so much about like accepting like, oh, this is just how it is. It was understanding that I had reasons for the way that, I completely let myself deteriorate. And it's sad. Like, can you imagine what it would be like to just all of a sudden have these super strong feelings and thoughts that surrounded you like a prison that you couldn't get out of, that it didn't matter what you tried or what you did, you kept falling back into those old eating habits, to that old trap. Like, it was terrible. So there's still a lot of power of turning up anyway when you're not perfect. Okay, so that's actually what I did in the beginning. So in the beginning, I had put on all this weight. I was like, actually before I put on the weight, I had avoided being on camera. I had avoided doing my soul work because I was so worried about what I looked like. Let me just shut this down. It's distracting me. I was so worried about what I looked like that I didn't want to do video, so I didn't even work on my business. Now, this is how it all began this time. And so I procrastinated, or more like I just completely avoided my sole purpose and I shied away. I didn't show up. This is ages ago. I just didn't do it. And I started putting on all this weight. We started going into financial problems. All this fucking shit started happening because I was not stepping up to my true purpose. I wasn't stepping up to what I was meant to be doing. And then finally, if you look back at my older videos on YouTube, I looked rough. Okay, like that's just not even a judgment. It's just a fact. Just a fact. I looked rough. And I was so self-conscious about it. I felt so terrible about it. I didn't have any clothes that fit me. It was just horrible. But you know what? After like a year or two, after about 2 years of avoiding it and realizing that nothing was going to get better unless I stepped up into my purpose, I finally did. And I started making videos even though I felt bad about how I looked, and I just began. Rather than waiting till I was perfect, rather than waiting till I looked the way that I wanted to look, I can tell you I did not look the way I wanted to look. I can tell you that every day when I turned up, I was embarrassed. And a lot of you were following me back then, or at least some of you were, and I probably usually came across as quite confident. I know I'd express myself like on my vulnerable side a lot, but the truth is, I was so deeply embarrassed about the way I looked. I was so deeply embarrassed about what I'd done to myself, and I didn't know what to do. So I just kept going, and I just kept focusing on helping everyone else. And that's not a bad thing. It actually really helped me through that period, and it gave me a win because I did really great in my business. I went from like literally things had gotten really bad, and we'd become like destitute, like eating out of a soup kitchen, like things got bad. But I still had this gift, and I knew that it was time for me to step up. So I did. I stepped up. And I started making the videos, and I had business success. So even though, like, which is sort of bad, I was running my health into the ground, I was eating so much sugar, I wasn't really moving much, it was really hard. I want you to know that if you are stuck in something, whether it's food or any other type of addiction or procrastination or whatever, that there is a way out of it. Now, the first step for me was just turning up. It was literally just saying, you know what, I have this problem, I have these fears, I have these doubts, I have the shame in my body, but you know what, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm just going to keep turning up. That's been my philosophy since the very beginning, and that's what really helped me to go from where I was. Let's say, like, I really wanted to start being a healer about 7 years ago when I first started getting into tapping. And then I just was giving it all away for free, which was good because I got to practice with hundreds of people, and I was getting everyone really amazing like transformations, and then like months later you'd see their lives start to change, and it was really, really great. So I started having these wins, which counts. You know what I mean? So if you're going through something where you want to move forward but you feel like you're stuck, I encourage you to celebrate your wins. Little things, like little tiny itty bitty things. Compare yourself. Compare yourself to the past version of you. Look at what you've changed. Look at what you've improved. Look at how you've grown as a person, because that's what it takes. You know, that's what it takes to live the life of your dreams. That's what it takes to be the person that you want to be, is to step into who you want to be now. You don't have to earn it. You become it. And that's a big reason why I'm so called to like talk to you about this today, because it's about making a decision over and over and over again. So how do you make a decision that sticks? That's probably a good question, right? If you are wanting to either, you know, like transform your body, or if you're wanting to create massive business success and have more ideal clients more than ever before, or whatever it is for you, you must continually decide over and over again. And that's something that I want everyone here to know, is it's not about making a decision once and then, you know, it just happening. You have to make the decision every day. You have to continue to keep checking in, and you have to, like you absolutely must, stop believing your thoughts. You have to stop believing your feelings, because they're sabotaging you. Your feelings that come up that say that you can't do it, that they might not like it, that this might not happen. There's a double-edged sword here, because on one side you get what you expect, and that's one of the things that, you know, I can help you to reprogram if you actually really want to like leapfrog all the work it takes so you can expect what you want. That's really powerful. But there is so much power in not listening to the fear, in turning up anyway, and in doing the work as best as you can and releasing it into the world even when it's not perfect. Does that make sense? It's about continually, every day, deciding what you want, holding the vision, and then stepping back into it. Now, for me, when it came to like the actual breakthrough, like that one moment that changed it all, because I've been on this fitness journey for about 5 months now. I've lost I haven't lost a thing, babe. I have gained so much. I'm gaining my waist back. I'm gaining inspiration. I'm gaining my confidence. So let's stop saying that we lose something when we lose weight, right? Because we don't. What we do is we let it go. And a lot of it is emotional. It's emotional protection. Whoops, that's for me. It's emotional protection and stuff like that. So here's what you want to do. When I had my, like, that time when it finally stuck, like about 5 months ago, you know, it had gotten really fucking hard for me. Like, it just came to a head. And I've been trying for so long. I wish I could say that it was, you know, I wish I could give you like the instant pill. I mean, often tapping actually is. You'll see my Next Level You program is going to help you to step up into your power. It is going to help you to make that breakthrough decision. But there are a lot of layers. So you know, you can have like success in one area and some in the other. It just depends upon what your personal issues are, really. So for me, the thing that really helped me was associating so much pain with what I was doing, with all the sugar I was eating and the way I wasn't looking after myself and the fucking way that I looked. Like, I didn't even want to go out in public, to the point where I didn't. Like, I literally didn't. And not even at all. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed here in my onesie, all safe and protected, not having to face anyone in reality or in the default world, like this world, whatever, because I was just here in front of a screen with you guys. I could just put all my effort, all my energy into helping you. So finally, I associated so much pain and anger with what I'd allowed myself to become. I had allowed myself to drive my health into the ground. And I was really, fucking hell, whatever this emotion is that's coming up, like, that's how it made me feel, that I had done that to myself. And I started realizing that if I didn't make these big changes, that I would never have what I want. I would never truly level up to that next level, and I would be miserable and sick, and I would lose my looks and all that sort of stuff, which is so important to me. And I started attaching so much pain to staying the same. I started attaching so much anger that how fucking dare I treat myself that way? And then at the same time, I also did a lot of healing work and sent myself compassion and love. So here's, anger on its own doesn't work. And, you know, pain on its own doesn't work. You also have to have compassion for the pain. You have to have compassion. And that's what the tapping does as well, which is what I'd love to share with you if you're feeling called to step up and do something like that. Because it truly and deeply and completely changes your life forever. So here's how I use anger to, I use it now, but I don't really need it now. In the beginning, when I needed not to give in to cravings, well, first of all, I stopped eating carbs completely. I ate high fat, very high fat. I ate, I try and eat medium protein, but it's like high protein really. Anyway, and I eat very low carbs except for vegetables. I don't eat fruit. I have a cheat day once a month. I have rules, right? And these rules work for me. And in the beginning, because I was eating like probably thousands of calories a day, upward thousands of calories a day, like in sugar and fucking junk and shit. And once I cut it out, I just fucking cut it out one day. I just stopped it. And I stopped eating carbs, and that helped stop the cravings, right? And I'd already done so much healing work on it that sort of side was covered, and I continued doing the healing work. But the anger, how I used anger was so profound and so powerful. I really want to give this to you. I got angry whenever I would think, oh yeah, maybe I should have that sweet thing. Like literally like the fucking second. You know what I mean? I don't mean like, oh, I thought about it for a bit and then I got angry with myself. No, I didn't get angry with myself. Don't get angry with yourself, really, in these situations. I got angry with the thought. I got angry with the impulse. And as soon as I felt any thought come up in my head that said, ooh, that would be nice, I'm like, no! Like, and then I was like, how dare you? And I would use my anger and it would just blast that thought away. And then I would use approval to approve of myself for making such a smart decision. And I haven't broken my diet once. It's not even a diet. I literally, I mean, I'm not even talking fruit. I've eaten fruit on my cheat days, which is like the last day of the month or wherever I choose to have it, but generally the last day of the month. December, I had 4 cheat days. I had Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and then New Year's Eve, and then the first day of January, New Year's Day, because it was like the holidays. But I had pre-planned that a month in advance. I knew what I was going to do, and this has given me so much power, so much control, because if there's one thing that I want everyone here to take away from this, it's this one thing. We all know that there's a lot in this life that we can't control. We can't really control how other people turn up for us in some ways, but ultimately, in the big picture, you can't really control it. But there is something you can control. You can control you. You can choose what you put in your mouth. You can choose what time you get up. You can choose the way that you speak to people, even if sometimes it's not perfect and you have to adjust and learn from it and grow next time. You still get to choose. And controlling my eating and not eating the sugar and whatnot, like I haven't even drunk. Like I was technically allowed to drink on New Year's Eve, but I didn't want to. Maybe in the future when I'm maintaining. Anyway, getting control of my eating has been the single most empowering thing that I've ever done in my life. Because now that I can control me, then I can control so much else, because everything grows out from you and your attitude. Does that make sense? So, here's what to do if you want to break through in any field, not just with eating, not just with health. It could be business, it could be the way you show up for yourself, it could be in relationships, whatever. If there's something that you want, but you're finding that it's not really happening, okay, for whatever reason, I invite you, I encourage you to have a look at what you want. And sure, like we're so used to doing that, but now I dare you. I want you to imagine the worst thing that could happen or that will happen if you choose not to take action. Now, most people think, oh, I'll stay where I am. No. No, you won't. What you'll do instead is, because you're not taking action on what you know in your heart that you're meant to do, because you're not taking action, you will regress. You will, things will start disintegrating and fucking up. They will. That's how it is. There's no plateau. You either are growing or you're dying, okay? You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards, whether it seems like it or not. That doesn't mean you need to constantly be panicking, moving forward, obviously. But what you want to do is to look at what you want and then truly and deeply and completely imagine your life if you never stepped up for it, if you continued to make excuses, if you continued to procrastinate, if you continued to listen to other people, if you continued to blame the money or whatever your fucking excuse is, what I know in my heart that we all need to do is to look at the worst thing that could go wrong if we don't take action. Now, there's actually a really great TED talk by Tim Ferriss, who you probably know, the guy who does the 4-hour work week. And he has this great video about fear setting. Instead of goal setting, fear setting, where he actually looks into the future a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, to see what's the worst that could happen. And more than that, he also he also makes contingency plans for like, okay, well, if this happens, well, then what could I do? And it actually sets his mindset so that rather than being scared of it, he realizes that even if it was a problem, it's probably not that big of a problem. The most important thing is that you continue to tune into your purpose. If you are a purpose-driven person, then the more you neglect it, the more you make excuses and have genuine excuses, the more unhappier you're going to be, because progress is what makes us happy. Does that make sense? Yeah, give me a thumbs up or a like if that makes sense, whether you're watching now or on the replay. Let everyone know that you're here and say hi. Now, let's see, what next? Now, there's another deeper reason, the actual real deep reason that this is happening is some sort of fear. There's something you're protecting yourself from. Whatever it is that is like your block, whatever it is that is holding you back, it's not arbitrary. There is an ABC reason, like a 1 + 1 = 2. There is an absolute definite reason why you're holding yourself back. And this is really important, your subconscious believes that it's acting in your best and highest good. Your subconscious only ever acts in your best and highest good, so you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? Anything that's not working out in your life, I need you to know this. Anything that's not working out, it's only because when you were younger, at some stage, you made a decision. And then your subconscious has been working on overdrive to protect you from whatever the danger was, to keep you safe, and to maybe when you were young you made a decision, like let's say maybe you saw your parents fight about money, and maybe when you were young you made a decision that you would never be like that. And so that could create a whole host of problems in your own 7-year-old mind. And the issue that's holding you back now is literally made from the mind of a 7-year-old, like a 7-year-old's fucking decision, 10-year-old, 6-year-old, whatever it was for you, 2-year-old. And it's running now. So if there is something, if you're not like completely living the life that you want, and if there are things that is holding you back, it's because of a decision you made when you were younger that you're now protecting yourself from. Now, if you think that you want to, like, let's say that you're the type of person that you want to impact many, you want to help people on a massive scale, whatever that looks like for you, if you're not actively moving towards that, then what I would do if we were to work together is I would help you find out what you're secretly scared of happening. Now, that doesn't always just come off the top of your head. Often you have to go into a bit of a trance state to do that, but, you know, you can. It just depends. You have to know what you're doing. But you can try anyway. Or if you want some deeper help, absolutely contact me and ask me, you know, how I can help you. Also, if you do know that you want to change your programs that's holding you back from stepping into your power, being a leader, then I totally invite you to join us in my Next Level You 5-week program. It's super transformational, actually super affordable, and it's going to help you to step in to the version of you that you need to be to get the amazing results. Now, I know a lot of people are excited for this program because this work, it more than works. Like, it changes your life. Okay. And not just during the program, but for months and months and months and even years afterwards, because when you change your beliefs and you let go of that fear of what could happen in the future, when you let go of the fear of what could happen in the future, then you're free to take action. Does that make sense? This is why it's so important to do your inner healing work. You can find strategies all day long and do meditation, which meditation is great and useful. But this new type of deep healing, high vibe, ecstatic, amazing, transformational healing is where... Meow. Okay, that was a call. Anyway, hey, Amber. Hi, Carla. Hi, Nicole. I don't know if these are from earlier because the comments are just coming up. Nicole says she loves my look today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Me too. I love it, actually. Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions, whether you're watching now or in the replay? And ladies, I don't know if you're still here, but I think they were old comments, so I'm sorry for that because I didn't get them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you have to look at what you're avoiding. Okay, so the steps to a breakthrough. To have a breakthrough, you need 3 things. You need a strategy, which is just the smallest, tiniest, ittiest, bittiest amount, and honestly will not do you any good if you don't have these other two. So the least important one is trying to get, okay. So the least important thing, okay, let me take a breath. Okay. So we're talking about breakthrough. You need a strategy. You also then need to change your story. Now, this is what we were just talking about. If you've just come on, you're going to have to go back and watch this because we were just talking about the power of your sabotage programs, which are protection patterns, protection programs that think they're protecting you from something bad happening if you get what you want. So, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Okay, so you got strategy, you have story, which is the most important thing. The story you tell yourself in your head all day long is paramount to what will actually end up happening to you. If you are saying that you're the type of person that's always sick and tired, even if it's been true, you'll continue to be sick and tired. And it's not because you're sick and tired, it's because you keep saying and believing that you're sick and tired. Huh? Right? Now, how do I know this is true? Because I've seen it in the thousands of clients that I've worked with. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it when I force help upon my husband. Anyway, okay, I'm back. Yeah, so... Oh, thank you, Amy. I'm so glad you've been introduced into my life. And we've got more people coming on. Hi, everyone. Whew. So, yeah, let's talk about a breakthrough. To get your breakthrough, the first thing that really is coming to me is to notice what's not working for you. Okay, what isn't working? So many people, we always try to focus on the positive, which is great. It's great to be positive. But not if you're not really positive. Does that make sense? So many of us, especially in like my soul tribe and like the people that I work with, they are very positive, motivated, uplifted type of people that have a mission on this planet, want to make great money, want to make a difference, all that sort of stuff. And most of them believe in law of attraction, which is great. Except people have been fooled into thinking, and not by the law of attraction, it's by the way our society treats us and the way we were taught as children to deal with our emotions. We've been fooled into thinking that you can just pretend that you're not being negative and you can pretend to be positive. Just ignore that tightness in your throat. Tell me this. Have you ever felt like, oh yeah, I'm on top of the world. I'm going to focus on what I want. I'm going to be positive. I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm going to reach my goals. And you're saying it. You might be journaling on it. You might be talking to people. You might be feeling like, yes, this is happening. But you have this tightness in your throat. You have this sinking feeling in your belly. You have maybe a headache that just keeps coming back, or you keep getting into accidents, or things keep happening, right? And yet you're still you're hanging on by a thread. You're like, I will be positive. Okay, gorgeous. Let's take a breath. This is what I'd do if I was with you. I'd be like, take a breath. Sorry, I keep getting calls. Okay, so here's what you do. You would take a breath. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So this is for if you're trying to be positive, right? Because you know what you want and you feel like, yes, it's going to happen on a big level, but there's a part of you that has like a little knot or a big knot or a tightness in your throat or like a sickness, like a, ugh. Give me a like or a thumbs up now, or, you know, if you're watching in the future, give me a like or a thumbs up if you've ever felt like something was going to be good, but you also had like this like sick feeling in your body and maybe you tried to ignore it, or if you didn't ignore it and you listened to it, feel free to share your process in the comments. That would be awesome too. Now, this is where I shine, okay? My specialty, really, is in working with the shadows. It is in, so like light work. Light work is actually, in a way, shadow work. Actually, of course they are. They're the same thing. But you are working with the shadow in your body, and the shadow is the anxiety. Is that knot? Is that tightness in your throat that feels like you can't speak? Is that knot in your belly? It's that sinking feeling in your heart. And this is all energy, and they have a message. So, okay, let's wrap up this point. Number one, tune in to when you're not actually feeling positive. Notice where it is in your body. And you can do things like talk to it. Okay, you can literally feel where it is in your body, touch it with your fingertips, and say, yep, I'm definitely feeling this anxious feeling. Did you know you're allowed to say that? I hereon, like as the queen of vibrant success, I hereon and hereforth give you permission to acknowledge your anxiety, right? You're allowed to acknowledge it. In fact, you have to acknowledge your anxiety, because otherwise what you're doing is you're like going like this. You're like putting in a vice-like grip and you're compressing it so it becomes more and more powerful, and that's not good for anyone. Okay, that's not good for anyone. So what you want to do, you want to, okay, to get rid of the negativity that's stopping you from being positive, you want to feel where it is. You want to feel it. You want to nod your head. Literally do this. Go, yep, I'm definitely feeling the anxiety or the tightness. I'm definitely feeling tightness in my throat. Or, oh, I'm definitely feeling like this sinking feeling in my heart. Acknowledge it, touch it, and then say, but it's not me. It's not me, but I'm feeling it. It feels real, but it's not me. Now, this will only work if you understand that your feelings aren't you, okay? So next, you can ask it. Tune in as you feel where it is in your body and say to it, what are you scared of? Or say to it, what do you want me to be aware of? If you want to do this while we're following along, I mean, go ahead. Now, the trick is your job isn't to think of the answer. In fact, that's the opposite of your job, okay? Your job is to take a deep breath, like this. Say a full breath. Feel where that heaviness, tightness, anxiety type thing is. Go down with your mind, your awareness, your imagination. Take it to the place where you feel it and ask, what do you want me to be aware of? What is it that you're scared of? And then listen, go silent, listen, and it will pop up. And if it doesn't, take another breath. Yes, a full breath like that. Close your eyes, go down to where the feeling is, maybe touch it with your hand, and nod your head, go, yep, I'm definitely feeling this tightness in my throat. Say, feeling, what are you scared of? Listen, just listen. And it will come up with an answer. Something will pop up. And this is the truth. And you know what? Sometimes it's something that's easily fixable. So what I suggest is all you do is you say, well, what do you need me to do to help you feel better? So I want you to write this down. The key, like a big key to transforming anxiety and negative emotions that's coming up in your body is, one, admit that it is happening. Nod your head. Yes. It is definitely happening. I am definitely feeling this anxious feeling. It is definitely happening. Okay, do that. Touch it. And then you have to know that it's not you. It's just a feeling. Feelings aren't facts. And then you say, yep, I'm definitely feeling it, but it's not real. It's not real. It's not me, but it feels real. You just go on like that for a bit. You want to talk to yourself. Talk to your sub-personalities. So step 3, you tune in and you say, what are you scared of? And you feel it. You use your imagination. You take your mind. You drop your energy into your body like this. And what I've done is my mind and my energy has come down into my body. And then as you're feeling where it is, you're feeling that like, ooh, feeling or whatever it is for you, you say, what are you scared of? Listen. You listen like that. It's simple. Then it will say, you'll hear something pop up in your head. Take a breath like this. Breathe with me now. Full breath. Relax your shoulders. Exhale. Very good. And finally, you say, well, what do you need from me to feel safe? And listen. And it will come up. And often that alone will dissolve the feeling, especially if you promise to do it. And you can also, oh my God, I could go on about this subject forever. There's so many different ways to transform your negative emotions. It is so exciting. Okay, so then you could go on and you could acknowledge that it came from a decision. Acknowledge to the feeling. This is one of the main things that I do often in my tapping. You acknowledge to the feeling, okay, you're doing a good job. Now, that might be hard if you're not tapping it in the process. If you can't do it, don't think it doesn't work for you. It will work for you. I have not met a person that I haven't been able to help transform their negative emotions, and I've worked with thousands of people. Okay? So what I want you to do is to feel where the feeling is in your body, have a little chat with it, tell it it's doing a good job. If you can't, come to me, use some of my free resources, sign up for a session or one of my programs, do whatever you have to do to get to the bottom of these feelings, because these feelings are the number one only cause, the literal only cause for everything that's going wrong in your life. When you change your emotions, you change your fucking reality. Like, everything changes. Everything changes. The way people show up for you changes. People will fucking start calling you out of the blue with opportunities, right? Like, people might start calling and apologizing that you haven't even talked to for years, but then you did this emotional healing work around, and all of a sudden they're calling you to apologize, right? This happens frequently, like consistently. It's a running joke. It is so powerful what happens when you turn up and you work with your emotions on this deep level, and you realize that your emotions, your feelings, are not facts. Okay? They are simply responses to thoughts, and your thoughts are from a belief. And also your feelings, often your beliefs don't even show up in thoughts. They just show up as feelings, right? How powerful is that? So amazing. So if you have any questions now or in the future, please add it to the comment box. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you want to transform. I want to know what your dreams are and what your problems are, so that I can help you transform them, because honestly, that's what I was born to do. Okay? So let's see, what else? Yeah, I think I've pretty much tapped into everything. So if you've just come on, make sure you go back and you watch the beginning of this. It's really worthwhile, and honestly, it absolutely can change your life if you really absorb what I'm saying and implement it. Now, if you want help implementing it and stepping into the next level you, then I have something really amazing for you. I am here to invite you to join me in my Next Level You program. Now, did you know this? This is very important to know. You don't have to earn what you want. Like most people think, and this is why most people are stuck. They go from like here, and they're like, okay, well, I have to go, how do I do this? You have to go over all the way to here, right? I know that was just gibberish. So what you want to do instead is you don't have to travel from here to here. You have to just shift. You have to just fucking shift into the person that you want to be. Sometimes parts of that is instant, especially with the work that I do and the program I'm inviting you to join. A lot of it will be fucking instant. Some of it will take deciding over and over and over and over and over again, and that's another thing I'm going to help you to do. You have to decide over and over again to step into the next level of you. And now there is a very real process that will help you do that and help you have the breakthrough. And also before, I forgot to mention step number 3 of a breakthrough, which is changing your state. So the 3 steps is strategy, changing your story, which we just went into deeply, and then changing your state, which all of this is sort of like, it is all interlinked. That's why it's such a great breakthrough strategy. Yeah? So guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you want to know more about the Next Level You transformational program, so you can literally step into the version of you that achieves your goals, that has your goals. Step into the version of you that has what you want in the way you feel and the way you act. Tuning into the truth of what that would be. Overcoming the fears and the blocks that keep you small and not wanting to get out of bed or holding yourself back in self-doubt, your life transforms. So I'd love to invite you, come and join me in the Next Level You program. Absolutely 1,000% guaranteed this is going to work for you. If you are a leader, if you are someone that wants to be a business superstar and you want to make a difference in the world, whatever that looks like for you, and if you want to make great money and really have a total life revolution, total life success, then this program's for you. Not only that, it's an entry-level program to get to know me, so it's uber affordable. Like ridiculously cheap. Which, even if it wasn't, it would still be totally worth doing. I could have easily, probably quadrupled the price easily. So you've got no excuse not to join. at all. I mean, I'm sure you could come up with one, but really there's no excuse, because why would you want to wait to step into the next level version of you? Why would you want to keep like going on the path that you're on? If you haven't got what you want, then you have to make changes to get it. And I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to help a group of amazing leaders ready to step up to the next fucking level in a very big way. And it's going to be simple. It's going to be easy. It's going to be powerful work, potent, that is going to get instant, massive transformational results that, in all honesty, will have a ripple, like a snowball effect. Actually, think of a snowball instead. Have a big snowball effect over the next few months and years of your life. This work, it more than works. So if you're getting a yes, you think, oh, maybe I'll do it, you should totally come join us. It will be so fun. It'll be so transformational. And by the end of the program, you will be more empowered. You'll be able to make decisions that are aligned with your best interests. You will stop sabotaging yourself on such a deep level, and you won't be secretly scared of what you want, because we're going to just fucking reprogram that part of you with love, with compassion, with light, with energy, with these powerful modern and ancient techniques that work. This work works. So if this video has helped you, please share it with a friend. If my work has helped you, please introduce a friend to my work. Yes, of course, I love it for me. I have goals to be a known leader, but these goals, they actually wrap around my destiny. And my destiny is to help many to heal and transform on a profound level, because every person, even you, every person that jumps in and does this work, everyone, they get amazing results. If you turn up, all you have to do is fucking turn up. Just turn up and follow me. That's all you have to do. And you will get amazing, incredible results. But you got to be willing to actually put in the time. It's not like, oh, turn up once and no. I mean, stop skipping around to like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. Put some solid work into these practices that I'm teaching, and your life will never be the same. Okay, if you want to check that out, go to my testimonials page on my website at the Vibrant Success Club. You will see that so many people have been getting massive life transformations. It's amazing. Okay, gorgeous. So remember, the keys to having your breakthrough is about acknowledging the pain and the fear of not taking action. The fear of what will or could happen, what would likely happen if you don't take action. Remember, things do not stay the same. So if you don't take action, as in like, if you're not actively working towards your dreams, then you are actively moving away from them. That is a fact. Okay, that is an absolute fact. And I learned that the hard way. I learned that really the hard way. So I don't want you to have to go through that. Don't think that, oh, I'm okay, I'll do it in a few months. No. Sure, you can do what you want. You can totally say no. But if you are just fucking ready, and you know in your bones that you are meant for more, and you've seen that you are capable of great things, and you just want to be even greater and have less self-doubt and all those other things that come from being born on this planet. What if you were born on this planet and you want to be a leader in your own life and you want to help other people, then you need to join Next Level You. It's that simple. Send me a message. Send me a message. Tell me you want to know more, and I'll send you the invite email, and we can go from there. So finally, I want to invite you to fully decide over and over and over again. Choose daily. Choose hourly if you have to, that yes, you are going to do what it takes, and then ask the questions of, who do you need to be? Who would you be if you already had it? What would your life already be like? How would you be feeling? What actions do you need to take? These are all the things that we cover. These are all the things that we cover in the Next Level You transformational 5-week journey. And I want you there with me. Okay, if you're feeling a yes in any way, don't make an excuse. Don't make a reason why not to. There is always an excuse, there is always a reason, but it's just sabotage keeping you at a lower level. If you're feeling a no and you're like, oh no, it's not really my thing, great, don't sign up. I honestly don't care. But if you're feeling a yes, then it is important to me that you sign up, because you need this and you are ready, and this work is for you, and this work is transforming the planet And you get to get in on one of the earlier ground floor levels. I mean, I know I already have a community and stuff, but I'm nowhere near as like famous as I will be one day. So you'll get to say, you know, that you've been part of Kai's community for years. It is going to be so fucking fantastic. So if you just came on, please, please, please go back and watch the replay. I've dropped some real powerful stuff. Whew, this has been great. Great, everyone. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate everyone that's showing up for me, that's supporting me since because I went offline for about 8 months to like deal with my fitness stuff. Because remember, like as I said at the start of the video, I got fat. I was neglecting myself, and I was helping everyone else, which was great at the time because it meant that I got a win. I got a business's win. Things had really been so bad for me for a while, like a few years ago. And stepping up even before I was ready, even when I was overweight, like way overweight, and I didn't want to do it. And I've always been a very vain person. And yeah, so you got to start before you're ready. And then you got to keep going, even when you feel like giving up, even when you feel shame, and even when you feel like you're not good enough, even when your thoughts say that you can't do it. Fuck those thoughts. They don't know you. They're just programs. These thoughts aren't you. Okay? So that's why I'm on, what's a better word besides warpath? Because I don't really love violent analogies, but most of our powerful analogies are violent. But basically, I'm on the light path, the path of the champion, to help amazing people like you to transform your life and have total life success in every area. And I'd love it if you'd allow me to help you. Okay, so send me a message. Join us in Next Level You. If you want to try some free content first, I've got loads of healings on YouTube. And you can also message me, and I'm happy to send you free content. Like, don't ever think that you're a burden. My purpose, literally, is to share this work. So whether you're a paying client, whether you're just a fan that does my stuff for free, obviously I give my paying clients the value where I differentiate and they get more of my time, and especially the VIP ones. But for everyone, I don't really differentiate. If you want to do the work, I'll share the work with you because it needs to be done. It is the key to setting you free. It's the key to setting this planet free. It's the key. This work that flows through me is the key to getting people out of the trap that society has put us in, thinking that we're weak and powerless and small and sick and can't heal. And it's not true. It's not true. You are powerful. You are beautiful. You have everything you need within you to do exactly what you want. If you have the vision, it's because it's who you are. The vision is who you are. Not any of this stuff that's in your way. Not the stuff that happened to you as a child. Not this fucking shit that keeps repeating in your life, and not the doubts. Certainly not the doubts. You are a powerful creator being with the potential for everything. You have everything you need within you right now. That's not a saying. It's true. The only reason that you might feel like you don't is because of the layers on top. You have layers, protection patterns. We talked about them in this video. If you've just come on, please go back and watch. And if you've been commenting, the comments don't seem to be working. So I know that people have commented, and when I would get a call and come back, the comments would come up. So sorry I haven't answered them. But yes, this is my rant today. I want you to remember that you have everything you need within you, and to watch this video again to get the inspiration. And if you want to try my free content, send me a message or go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you're ready to step up for yourself and become the next level you, send me a message now and let's get you started in my Next Level You 5-week transformational program. I love you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining and for sharing my work. It really means so much that so many of you have been sharing my work and letting everyone know how much it's been impacting you and changing your life. And that just lights me up. It is my purpose to help you. So yeah, that's me for today. And, I'm going to be coming back and doing loads more live streams. So please look out. Please put notifications on so that you get my messages. I love you. As you know, I'm Kai Ashley of the Vibrant Success Club, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.